Hello, friends. Friends, we come here every day with a purpose. With a purpose to discuss how we could be evolving every day and how we could be applying the strategies for elevation of the consciousness every day. And when we say consciousness, obviously mind, body, and soul all are elevated. And it's an ongoing process, it is eternity also. It's all happening in the nature also. When nature does it, we are not in a position to see the process. But when nature descends into us, we are in a position to talk and observe that process. First of all, the observer in you is never sick. The observer in you is always fresh because that observer keeps on observing every minute change that comes in the system, that comes in this instrument. Because if the observer is not in a position to observe, then it won't be able to change. So, how do we change the frequency? I show here the process. I participate in the process, not in the perfection that, oh, this is the label, this is guru, this is disciple, this is teacher, this is preacher. No. We are purely contributing in the process of the nature, and in nature consciousness evolves. That is the purpose of coming here, because we explore the truth of consciousness. So, how do we change the frequency? When we have to change the frequency, we have to move, right? So, movement can be done in many ways. It can be done by way of exercises, it can be done by way of walking, it can be done by way of changing what kind of a diet you're having, by way of consuming the frequencies. So yesterday night, when I was thinking, I thought that, let me just hear to the most simple and beautiful song that I've ever heard, is that song of Sanjana Bhatt, that Aao Tumhe Chand Pe Le Jaye. That suits my frequency, and that helps the brain a lot to create new neurons, because it vibrates your energy from inside. It vibrates your energy from inside is means what? That your neurons are vibrating, that your electrical energy is vibrating, that new neural pathways are created, and new space is created. And therefore, because of that space, that is one way of doing it, that you listen to the song. The another way of doing is that you meditate, right? Then at 2 a.m. at night, I meditated also, right? And then you literally feel the change in the space. And the change in the space is so very beautiful, you know? So very beautiful. New waves, new ocean. Now, let's not think like this, that, when I say new waves, new ocean, it has nothing to do with any gender, any person, or anything. That new waves and new space happens inside, because then you will find inside, the observer inside feels that, the new space is getting created, and you feel so good about it. You feel blessed about it, because that space is so good, because you really feel that, oh, something has opened up like a fresh sky, right? And this is what I say, that whenever you feel that one routine has become monotonous, we can that is why we have done so much of research. We have been researching on brain for very, very long, so that music will give stimulant to your vagus, and the whole thing will change. And then once we talk about it, we listen to it, we practically do it, and we share our experiences. And that is how we go on proceeding. Now that you see, I am taking a coffee, I take it every day, but here I have with me the one which can stir the coffee. So when I stir it, the liquid form of the coffee changes into that, vapors also are there. And this is, it becomes puffy. So you like it that way. But the point here is, when I stirred it, the liquid changed. And that is what happens when we stir our energies. When we stir our energies, they change. And needless to say, one has to do it by oneself. We don't look forward to the assistance of the other person, but this phone is enough. Whatever you wish to pick up from here, you can pick up from here, because this technology is helping us a lot to change. Because earlier there used to be radios, we'll change the frequency on the radio, but here you can just think about it, meditate, what is it that you really liked, and it comes right in front of you, because your observer is on. It will give you leads. When it gives you leads, you pick up on that lead. That is also called inner voice. And then you can change the frequency and you can change the brain. Needless to say that reality is shaped inside. We shape reality. That is why, no wonder it is said in Genesis that God created heaven. He created heaven because first the creation takes place inside and then it comes outside. So, meditation, music, changing of frequency, all you can shape that reality inside, and after that, whatever you wish to accomplish, you can accomplish. So, this is how I'm going about it. We've already done our exercises, and I took Neurobion also after the breakfast because Neurobion I found very effective. It gives you a lot of strength to your nerves, and we change the frequency, and this is how we are going about it. देखिए, चलते रहना इतना मुश्किल नहीं है. It's easy, provided you as an observer pay attention to first what you are doing, not getting distracted with whatever anybody else is doing. If anybody else wants to change your frequency, you don't do that, because then you're playing at their frequency. You have to play at your own frequency. When you focus on your own frequency, you will see that you can change your reality, right? And your reality is created from inside. First you feel it, you observe it, you change the strategy, and then you change the reality. Okay, thank you so much. God bless you. Stay tuned, happy, healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.